popular topic today. You guys have been requesting me to do a track in the style of KAHN and Neek's dubstep. So I did a poll to ask if you guys want to learn their bass design or general composition. And the results were pretty much stacked in the middle, so I'm going to be trying to show you a bit of everything today. KAHN and Neek, as well as their friends Commodo and Gantz, make some awesome deep dubstep music, often with Middle Eastern influences. And sometimes their sound even touches on the edges of grime. It's musical yet bass heavy, and I'm going to show you how I would approach a track like this. By the way, my name is Stranger. If you want to improve your music production or sound design, especially with drum bass or dance music, then this channel is for you. And today's video is sponsored by Skillshare, but more on this later. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like these. Also, follow me on TikTok and Instagram where I'm providing additional exclusive content. Comment down below and let me know what other deep dubstep artists I should know about. Alright, without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so the basic dubstep beat is pretty easy to make. If you need to learn how to make this, then check out my Ableton Essential Exercises where I show you the basics of drum programming. But I'm at 140 beats per minute. I have a kick, snare, and tambourine loop. To make this more groovy, let's add some ghost snares to play off the main snare hit. Then let's add a shaker for additional groove. Then I have this triple bongo hit at the end for an accent. So that's the beat. One of the distinguishing features of KAHN and Neek's music is the use of Middle Eastern samples. So I have these two guitar samples that can play off each other. It's from the Sounds of Arabia sample CD, which I got years ago. Check it out. Now, what I added was this plugin called Halftime. So it doubles up the layer, and the second layer is an octave lower. So this adds a little more complexity to the sound. Check it out. If you don't have halftime, then you can do this manually by just doubling up the layer and playing with the pitch and tempo of the second layer. Let's chop up the sample so we're not just using a loop. I then added this Arabic flute sample. Again, let's do some cutting up. I'm going to repeat this phrase here. Like that. Then I'll have a section at the intro where I just repeat this first phrase. Let's also pitch this by an octave. Let's add a low string ensemble to thicken up the instrumental. So another sound that's used a lot in this style are brass samples. Now I have a brass sample as well as Contact's brass ensemble. I'm layering these guys together. So what I'm doing here, I'm writing in the key of F using the Phrygian dominant mode. That's what gives it that Middle Eastern vibe. So if you have Ableton 11, this is going to help a lot. Just choose the scale and then just fold the notes hitting the scale button, and then pretty much any note you play will have that Middle Eastern vibe. So check this out. I love writing in this mode, and I know it off by heart, so I don't really need the scale. I can just feel it out. So I was just listening to the guitar and flute sounds, and I was just feeling it out and felt this melody out. So essentially what I did was I wrote two different phrases. So the song moves between two different themes indicated by the blue and purple. Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. If you're a beginner and want to learn the basics of Ableton and music production, then make sure you check out my Ableton Essential Exercises on Skillshare. I have a series of 4 classes where you'll learn the basics of drum programming and writing bass lines. For those that don't know, Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes to help you expand on your creativity and passions. They have a wide variety of music production and music theory classes, which I recommend you to explore. As well, they have some great classes on graphic design, marketing, as well as video editing. All essential skills for an artist today. The benefit of Skillshare is that there are no ads, and the first 1,000 people that use the link in my description will receive 1 month free trial on their premium membership. So check it out, and I'll see you at my class on Skillshare. All right, onto the fun part, writing the bass line. So we're going to use 2 bass sounds, one for each phrase. So the first phrase, I'm going to use a punchy 808 that I created with SERUM. And I'll give you this preset for free down in the links below. Also, if you want to learn how to make punchy 808 sounds, then check out my 808 as well as my punchy subs videos. Those were some of my first videos, but very crucial basics. And again, I just found some notes in the Phrygian dominant mode. Super vibey with that 808. All right, so for an accent, I added the second bass. It's a lo-fi wub bass. It's part of a new preset pack I'm working on called Wubs and Wobbles. It'll be out soon, and I'm working on it currently with some friends on Ray and Kelmo. It's got some awesome sound, so keep an eye out for it. Now, how I made this sound is there's really 2 layers. There's this harmonic wavetable, which is really a sine wave quadrupled, so it means it's 4 octaves up. And there's some amplitude modulation. And then just added a sub bass. And then added a filter with the same LFO modulation. And then I just took this end phrase of the bass and moved it up to the harmonic bass. So for the second phrase of the track, I designed a bass sound inspired by KAHN's Abbatoir. Also, if you want to download this KAHN NEEK bass sound, it's also down in the link below. So to create the Abbatoir bass, all you need to do is start with a basic 808 sine bass. Again, if you need to know how to make this sound, check out the videos down in the link below. But what gives it that Abbatoir sound is that we have another oscillator, which is actually at 0 volume. It's only used to modulate oscillator A, so just select FM from B. The important thing here is we're using this harmonic series wavetable. Adjust the wavetable position until you see 4 sine waves, which essentially means it's 4 octaves up. And then increase the FM amount on oscillator A. So now you get that juicy sound. Now I'm also going to add a bit of attack with the FM amount using an LFO as an envelope and just apply it to the FM amount. Then you can tweak to your liking. And that's the Abbatoir bass. Now to make this bass sound even more juicy, I'm using my favorite new distortion plugin, Rift. So I distorted the signal a little bit, and then Rift has an amazing filter section. And actually, this filter section can be downloaded for free. So if you're interested in grabbing just the filter, then check the links down below. But they have some really great filters here, and I'm using the one called LP Phaser. And one of the greatest things about this filter section is there's this morphing parameter, which adjusts the slope of this filter. So first adjust the frequency or cutoff, and then play with the morphing feature. Listen to how juicy that sounds. Then you can play the resonance. Here's before. Oh, so good. So I have this pattern here inspired by Abbatoir. Shouts out to KAHN for the inspiration. Let's hear it with the rest of the sounds. Sick and sick. Finally, for a little more spice, I found these Middle Eastern vocal samples. They're from 2 completely different vocalists, but I just tuned them to match, and it seemed to work out. Alright, sounding sick, and it's time to move into the arrangement. Alright, so here's the arrangement. I have a 16-bar intro with just the guitars, vocals come in, and then it drops into the first phrase with the 808 bass, and then it jumps into the next phrase with the Abbatoir bass, and then rinse and repeat. I also added this little Middle Eastern ensemble here that you'll hear in the intro. So let's check out the track in full. what a banger. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the process on how I write a track like this, and shouts out to KAHN and NEEK for the inspiration. Big up. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed watching my process of writing a dubstep track in the style of KAHN and NEEK. One of the most important concepts here is using the Phrygian dominant scale to have that Middle Eastern vibe. As well, this style of music is very sample heavy, so dig for samples, chop it up, it's all about layering. So the bass sounds are a little more deep with more subtle overtones, and there's actually a wide variety of different bass sounds in this genre. If you guys want to see me make more deep dubstep bass sounds, comment down below and give me some more track references and I'll check them out. Alright, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, keep practicing, and I'll see you at the next video. If you want to support me, you can grab a number of my products, including some free sound packs down in the links below.